Jarvan. This time around, they're going to go for a different strategy.
So this time around, they banned the main champions that have led KLH to victory so far. Jarvan, Gragas. The last ban might be, I think, might be
Zed?
Twitch.
I think they might get rid of Zed.
Mineski. Because Zed has been banned for over there. Or even Zed.
Yeah, Zed.
Okay. Not saying it's going to be
you're
Twitch.
right. Good job. Good job. Damn. Good thing we didn't take bets on that.
Yes. So KLH, hopefully they ban Lee Sin. Maybe since they're taking out Zach, and Tiger has been taking Lee Sin to great heights so far. Even though some of the games didn't win, but he did perform very well.
Right.
So it's something that KLH should have taken note so far, or have another counter plan the picks instead go against. So here, Combo Hunters taking at the time the last ban. I think it's going to be Lee Sin. Yes. Got it again.
So now we're going to see which champion Mineski picks up first. They might go for a Thresh pickup, they might go for a Zyra.
I think they want to pick the support first because they ban out Jarvan.
I think they might go for a Thresh pickup.
Yeah.
They might go for Elise as well though.
Nope, they're actually going to go
No, they're going to go for absolutely everything that I did not pick.
Okay, so for the side of Combo Hunters, well, so far for Wallace, I had to say he's quite limited in the AD carry choices.
He played Misfortune as well, if I'm not wrong. But it didn't really work out. It was really bad. It wasn't quite bad, it was terrible.
Yes, that's terrible. So here we will see. This is going to be Elise once again. Might be in the jungle, or could be up top for Monkey. But so far, in terms of the picks for the side of Combo Hunters, Monkey has been taking those champions that can initiate very well and they jump in directly. So yesterday he picked up Olaf, so in his first game for today he picked up Jarvan. So I think he might be going for maybe Malphite or something else, so be able to charge in for his team.
He likes initiating bruisers.
Yes, initiating bruisers.
Right, okay, then Malphite would be an excellent pickup for him there. I think it's actually a good thing that Mineski banned out Jarvan, because the way XXF was playing Jarvan, it might be to his disadvantage if he gets it again. So now Mineski's, I'm a little bit worried about Yume here. They've left Yume with his Rise pickup, but it looks like he might go for a
Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix is not quite where he used to be before, so I don't think they're going to go for that Kha'Zix pickup.
I think it's a snowball really hard to be useful for the team, so it shouldn't be that. But most Shen has been locked in, but for the mid pick though,
I think they're going to use Zed at the mid lane, and they're going to use Shen over at the top. So
we're
still waiting for that jungler.
Yep. Maybe Shen jungle.
There's a couple of junglers that they could go for. There's the Vi. They could go for a Vi jungle. They could go for a Nasus jungle. Lots of champions still available to them.
So here, I hope could be Rise being picked up for Combo Hunters though, in my opinion.
Yeah, Goldens has played it a couple of times. And, you know, they might not want Yume to get his hands on Rise.
Definitely. So Combo Hunters taking quite a long time though. I think they are just trying to really figure this out. I don't think they're not going for the double smite anymore, so going to change about in strategy.
Right.
Heavy and Trash.
Yeah, Rise makes sense because they've got Zed on the opposing team, and Rise is a great champion to play against that Zed. We saw that being used before already earlier today, where Rise is actually able to withstand a lot of damage from Zed.
Definitely.
That was Yume. That was Yume's Rise, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was Yume's Rise. So yes, don't pick Caitlyn, pick Ezreal. Because I had to say Wallace's positioning so far in the games has been quite off, even though he does land ultimates really well.
Right,
so Ezreal would be a great pickup for him to get back into position with the Arcane Shift. For some Mineski, actually not going to go for Vayne.
They were looking at Varus, but Graves is going to be a very AD reliant champion. I don't know if I would pick up a Graves when most of their damage is going to be physical based. They've got Zed already. If they pick up Graves, they're going to be fighting against this team which builds up a lot of armor, because Rise is going to be building up armor. Ezreal could potentially build up armor as well when he goes for the blue build, and that's just going to be trouble if they pick up a Graves. Not a smart choice to pick up Graves in my opinion.
So you actually might see a Karma jungle this day for Mineski. It's something that I've been playing on about if you ask him about it. So this is going to be an exciting game. In the early game, Karma is not so strong, but once it goes to the mid games, when she gets the levels, the all of her skills will lock down, the shield, movement speed boost, as well as the slow, it's going to be a great ganker as well as great initiator for the team.
She actually has pretty good ganking ability if she's able to land her chain. Right, her link is a great way of immobilizing the enemy. It slows them down as well. I think that Karma is a undervalued jungler at this point. She hasn't really been used that much.
Yes.
And I think she has more potential than is visible. She actually clears quite fast as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I suppose if you play an AP jungler, it will be more squishy. Like unlike Elise has the spiralings to help with the tank, but for Karma, she will have to use a shield. A lot of mana will be spent just to survive in the jungle in the early stages. So once she gets through that, she should be fine.
I like that they picked an AP jungle though, because there's so much physical damage that they're basing on here on Mineski that it's slightly worrying. They've got too many champions that can build armor comfortably on KLH, and even Thresh is going to be getting, you know,
quite a bit of armor by collecting souls.
Right, collecting souls. So there's so much armor on KLH that if they build too many physical damage champions on Mineski, they're going to have trouble killing them all.
Yes, so it's actually going to be a Ryze top and Orianna in the middle. So Bonus has picked quite a bit of Orianna as well. Hopefully the Elise together with Orianna combo is going to work out well, because sometimes when we see the shield go on, the repel comes in the wrong timing for the side of a completion.
Right.
It's going to be quite bad.
They're going to have to time that properly.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, a very interesting champion pops out, Tristana. We haven't really seen a lot of Tristana being played, and she's just not as popular as she used to be.
Yeah. In the early stages, she's quite strong, but when she goes to mid-game, if she's unable to snowball, get some kills with the items, she's going to fall off quite a bit. She has additional range to cover that up.
I think against some AD carry, she has an advantage early on, but against Ezreal, none whatsoever, because he's going to just arcane shift away from those rocket jumps. No damage can come in, and I feel like Wildlands is going to have an advantage in that lane if they choose to go for these traditional lanes. But since Ryze is going top, they might lane swap and try to punish Ryze in that 2 versus 1 lane.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see whether both teams will have great early warding to spot out whether there's a lane swap happening.
Right.
So Ryze definitely want to make sure he even though he does not die or farm that well in the early game, he must get the levels. So if he reaches the level 6, he can clear minion waves very quickly, get the farm back up, he should have no problems in the mid game. But if he goes against Tristana and Sona, it could be a problem, as you mentioned, with the overall poke coming off for both of them.
So we'll have to see whether or not they go for that lane swap. Honestly, I think it would be in favor of Mineski to go for that lane swap, because Zed is going to have a slightly easier time in that 2 versus 1 as opposed to Ryze.
Yes, definitely. And so here we are going back into the game already. This will be for the losers bracket to see who will get knocked out and move on to play against the Saigon Jokers. Mineski play against the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Right, so we're right in the match at this point. Looks like we're not going to see too many strange builds coming out. As always, red pot on the side of Yume. Said,
yes,
which is probably the only champion right now that can still buy red pot.
So looks like there won't be any lane swaps though, but Snow has picked out a Doran shield to play against Ryze. I suppose it's fine because it does boost up his passive damage by giving the over HP and regeneration. The Doran shield will still work out well overall, since Ryze really needs to get some levels before he can go for the harass onto Snow.
So Yume just gonna go straight onto that ball. He's not afraid.
But seemingly they should be starting off safe for both sides. The wards are being planted
right
to spot out for any counter jungler. So I don't think anything big will be going on. But Ezreal trying to get a free poke onto Exo.
No dice on that second try. Yume and Golden's gonna engage in a little bit of a dance in that mid lane. It looks like they're gonna go for traditional laning, so not gonna try to bully Ryze in that top lane. Instead, they're gonna send Snoy up there. And I think if Shen plays the lane right, he should be able to deal with that Ryze. It's not gonna be a very active lane.
Just passive farming to level 6 or 7.
Mostly gonna be passive farming, but he has an advantage. He can use Stan United to get out of the lane and support the others. And Ryze kind of sucks at pushing.
Yes. He doesn't suck at pushing, he sucks at taking down towers. There'll be one way to put it on.
Right.
So she's just going to start, both teams going to go for just the blue buff, no case or nothing special happening in the beginning. So we're gonna, I believe the focus for Kuala Lumpur Hunters will be at the bottom lane on how Tinted Ones and Wildlands will play this out. But so far, in the in-games they've been playing, except for the Twitch game which Wildlands played, they've been getting caught off quite a bit in the early stages, but they do make a ton of the game
TG becomes so aggressive right from the start. Takes a lot of poke damage there. But he's got heals as Sona, just not yet because he's only level 1.
So looking overall, both just gonna play very safe. The junglers will be picking up a bit buff very soon, but I think that they won't go out for the early gank because the lanes are not really that pushed, and they're gonna have to go all in to try and secure a kill if they do go for the gank.
Right. There's a bit of aggression here at the bottom once more as TG goes in to try to land a Hymn of Valor but fails quite spectacularly. So I'm kind of interested to see how Karma's jungle works out. She's quite an interesting choice as a jungler, one that we haven't seen very often. Looks like she might be going for a gang. No, she's actually going to go back to farming. For a second I thought she was going to go for a gang because she just walked past her wolf.
I think she was deciding whether to gank or not and decided to back off and take some farmers before going up top since the lane is not pushed and it is to be coming up top as well. Going a bit late as a Karma jungler could be great because once they dive in, you be able to group them into closer to your tower and puts you in a good better advantage.
He's going to get caught out here. He's going to get jumped on, but he manages to use his taunt to dash away.
So you're going to see XSF just camp up top. Instead, Kaigu is going to move into the mid, so... I'm sorry, not camping out, I mean XSF.
Oh, they're going to go for a gank over in the mid lane. Yume's getting taken out very low here. The Ignite is on him. He might go down to the Ignite, but no, he's still alive. Where are you going, Yume? Do not go back into that fight. You do not have the health to do it. Kaigu's trying to finish up Golden, but Golden is still alive. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, double kill there for Tainted Ones, and now they're going to try to catch on to Kaigu. Kaigu finishes him off, almost gets caught, but he gets away.
And then one thing I would like to mention about supports taking the kills is they are playing like Cripple.
It's pardon?
Playing like Cripple, EG Cripple. He always takes the kills from the AD carry.
Scumbag Tainted Ones.
Yes.
So that was a good move for KLH that they got those kills, but you're right. Getting the double kill on Tainted Ones is going to be a lot less worthwhile than if they manage to get those kills on Waland.
But still a great start for Star Cobble Hunters for the bottom lane, and up top though they are applying the pressure. I think they want to push down his power as soon as possible so that if Shen does use the sting in the time.
Oh, they got the taunt. They're going to be able to lock on to XXF. XXF goes down and Snoy will get hit by the Ignite, but he gets away with enough health to enjoy an early retirement back to base.
It's a great pickup there for the Sao Mineski, but I suppose this game is back to a tie overall. So Karma Jungle has been showing its potential, I suppose. Going into the correct timings and securing those kills for the team.
That shield is a great way to bait the enemy out. I mean, when Snoy went in there, it looked like he was going to get taken out easily, but the shield coming in from Kaigu can really be deceptive.
So coming back now, we're going to see, just normal pickups. I thought Ezreal might be going for
a blue build?
Yeah, blue build. When you pick up the tier first, but I suppose just increase the sustain the lane against Sorona and Tristana. She's going to pick up the Rampage Scepter first.
Right. EXO, I'm surprised, is actually doing very well in this lane. He's at 31 minion score. A little bit higher there than Waland. He did die once, but it was Tainted Ones who picked up the majority of that gold, so that's not too much of an issue.
I suppose the Kelvish at the bottom is just playing safe. The death sentence will miss, so there won't be any action happening. But just be very careful not to take too much poke, I believe.
Right, so nice poke there onto Waland. The advantage that Mineski does have is that they've got heals on Sona. Over at the top, Snoy gets aggressive onto Monkey. He's got the red and the blue buff. Allows him to apply just that little bit more pressure and take advantage of Monkey.
Okay, we're saying there. Once to take back the blue buff, will he be able to make it though?
No, I don't think so. He's going to be able to get away here, Snoy. That taunt safely gets him to a distance.
So Karma actually going to travel up top, might run into XSF, but no, XSF he will be backing off, so not that much action happening. But with this team comp and the things happening though, the bottom lane needs to be a bit more, should be able to try to secure some kills later on when Shen reaches level 6. Instead of going for a submarine tactic, he's going to be an all-in EXO jump in with Shen ultimate onto him.
He's got to be careful though. He could jump into more than he wants. Monkey's here, going to be in a bit of trouble as Snoy gets aggressive. Snoy may be able to pick this up. He's waiting for that taunt. He's got his flash. He flashes in and forces the flash on Monkey.
So great reaction there by Monkey, stretching at the same time. Don't take too much damage, but Sazafong will be able to take this buff away.
Right, XXF comes in here. Will Monkeys get taken out? Snoy will get jumped on here. The repel is being used. Where's that shield? Kaigu comes in for the save. Now they're turning this around. Does Kaigu have that shield up? No, he's got it. He's got the lockdown on XXF. XXF will go down.
Then Karma just making plays for the team, and you may even travel up top to try to secure the kill on the Monkeys. The Monkeys have backed off too far, and then once again, great play by Kaigu.
Karma, man, that Karma jungle is doing her job really well.
Yeah.
At the right place, at the right time.
And XSF, I suppose, after dying that one time, he became too aggressive. Actually went for the tower dive, especially in the 3.10 patch. The spiders fall after the champion falls down, so the tower aggro will be onto Elise instead of the spiderlings.
Right.
So bad choice there.
Now we're still seeing EXO surprisingly doing very well in this lane. That was that one death, but it hasn't held him back very much. Yume, on the other hand, is also doing quite well against the Orianna. At the start, he was getting bullied out a bit.
But the chase by Karma earlier just put Yume back into a advantageous position. So,
Snowy here, gonna get stopped in the teleport there by Monkey. Monkey gonna put some damage down on him, but I think that's wasted mana. He doesn't really deal much damage at all to Snowy.
The Digicon cloak onto Snowy, just negating too much damage from XSF as well as Monkey. It's not doing so well for them at this point of time.
Oh, EXO here gonna get jumped on by Wallens, and Tainted Ones manages to dodge the hook, and he's just choosing to be a bit aggressive. The box does land. EXO could be in trouble. True Shot Barrage comes in. The Shen Stand United saves him at the last minute. TG does not have Crescendo though, so he's not going to be able to land any kind of crowd control in that bottom lane.
Is Snowy? Oh, where's Snowy? Oh, he's there. Okay, back in the brush. I was like,
oh, they're going to flash him for the Crescendo. Kaigu goes in. He tries to land that snare, but he fails.
Just not enough damage just yet to pick up the kill. If there was an Ignite though, it might be a different story coming up onto GG.
Well, they did force the flash and the barrier use on Wallens, so that's one good thing in that fight. Kaigu still has his flash up. They're going to go for the kill here on XXF, the use of the repel.
Oh, wow.
XXF gets away.
Reversal of hell. So both teams just making plays wherever they can. But I suppose currently because Kaigu is bringing so much utility to his team in terms of ganking as well, protecting whoever he goes, and then secure the kill for his team. He's doing a better job than XSF. XSF so far he's been trying to go for a lot of ganks, but unable to secure anything. His die twice and his less CS against Karma, which is not going to be a great thing, especially in the early stage as Elise.
And it looks like Mineski here is going to get a lot of damage onto the turret. Juni, Tainted Ones, however, going to be able to catch on to Kaigu. Kaigu takes a lot of damage here. He could be in trouble. Manages to land it slow, but the shield there will keep him alive.
That shield bait. Even Ignite was used for the side of Godus, but to no avail.
Right, that shield is really being a thorn in the side of the Kuala Lumpur Hunters here.
So they might be trying, the pings are coming out. Do you think Kuala Lumpur Hunters could be trying for the drag of the gang going on to bot?
Right, they could, because Kaigu was forced back home. This is a good time for them. Oh my goodness, there was a pickup there over at the bottom lane.
They just jump right in with the Master Shot.
Yeah, they could stop this dragon attempt. What is Tainted Ones doing? He's taking so much damage from the turret, and he's not down there defending Wallens.
The Grey Star at the bottom is not working out so well. So Wallens is going to pick up the Bloodthirster first. He's picked up the BF Sword, and for the side of EXO, he's going to go for the Blade of the Room King. So there's an argument where Tristana does not work so well, the Blade of the Room King, because it doesn't give him that great of a damage spike. It just gives him the burst damage when he has ultimate up and ready.
Right. I think it's good though. It's great for dueling.
No, definitely. But so far, I think Infinity Age most of the time works out much better in terms of DPS.
Right, that's definitely going to be the higher DPS. I suppose the Blade of the Ring King helps out in the mid game where Tristana is weak. It helps to mitigate some of her weakness there, because Infinity Age does come out pretty late.
So far though, once again, only Monkey is doing good on the top in terms of overall CS, but still has not been able to secure any kills or anything for his team. Up top though, Snow has picked up the structured power. He's going to be able to negate a lot of damage counter for Monkeys at this point of time, so he's still going to be able to farm quite freely.
Well, Mineski's only at a 1,000 goal advantage 12 minutes into the game, mostly because of that last dragon that did get picked up. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Monkey's in a bit of trouble. He pops the desperate power. Turret goes down in the mid lane, picked up by TG.
So here we see, they're going to pick up this tower very quickly though to get Tristana. And Stand United is up and ready. Small is going to go back to buy and heal up before the teleport comes back in with the Stand United.
Oh, Monkey's taking a lot of damage there. Is that Stand United going to come in? No, the shield is going to be enough. Caillou there has been on the ball with these shields.
Yes. The shield. Anytime in team fights, I wonder with the barrier, Stand United and the shield coming out of combo, that would be too. Oh, they're going to take down this Tristana.
Right. That is going to be a lot of survivability. All they needed is an Oriana. Oh, then they go. Yume taking a ton of damage here, but he's got the Stand United to keep him alive. Snoy manages to get in there. He lands the ton on Goldens and XXF, but now he doesn't have the DPS to finish them off. Goldens also doesn't have the mana there to get rid of Snoy, so he's going to have to be forced to back off.
Yes, Yume once again just going all in whenever he sees someone low. He did manage to secure the kill. He did give it back.
It was on a support though.
Yes.
And I don't think that was worth it at all. Meanwhile, Wallens tried to take down that bottom turret. He was stopped prematurely there by Kaigu.
Oh, he's picked up the Mercury Threads as well as the Spectral Lizard as the first two items. So
right.
It's going to be quite good though. With the, in defense of the Rune Prison as well as the Cocoon, he's going to be able to heal back up and use his spells as soon as possible to support his team. So I suppose good. I believe Kaigo might be going for Rylai to be more of a utility support jungle so far. I'm really not sure what Karma jungle buys. I think
she can get some cooldown reduction. Cooldown's great for Karma because then you're able to use your mantra as soon as possible, right? Yeah. The mantra abilities are really what makes Karma so strong. So if he manages to get a little bit of cooldown reduction, I think that would be a great pickup for Karma.
So right now with 3 towers being taken down for the South Hunters, they need to invest more gold into buying more walls to be safe, but nothing much is being planted over the map yet. They need to be very careful of where they move about, especially while Lance is farming alone. If they do decide to go for him on the side,
oh, Yume's going to try to go in on Monkeys here. But Monkey will back off there. Yume is so aggressive, I don't know if I can agree with that. He's almost going to get caught out by the Cocoon there, but luckily he sidesteps it. That was sheer luck. Or rather, XXF there messing up.
Yes. But enough. His mark of the death is up already when he go in the game, but here we see Bolly again coming on.
Tiger's going to get that snare onto Tainted Ones. Tainted Ones gets away from the crescendo in time, but the red buff on Exo is going to allow him to get chased down. Wallen's now in a bit of trouble. Will that snare from Kaigu coming in? Oh, he flashes over the wall. He will get out. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Yume did take him out. Wallen's now in a bit of trouble. Kaigu's going to try to follow him up, and oh, he gets the kill.
The unstoppable Karma right there.
Really nice pickups there from Kaigu. Kaigu is beasting on this Karma.
His 4 kills, 1 assist, no death so far, and 78 CS. He's doing a great job, and he's picked up the now Magic Mentor. Might be going for the Aegis for his team instead.
Right.
Seemingly.
He's trying to build tanky Karma.
Wow, and also Yume right now with the burst potential, just being able to take down Monkeys, almost probably Goldens very quickly with the Blade or the Rune King with his 9 up and ready, so they need to be very careful where they go. The assassination potential coming out from Mineski is just too strong with just 1 Zap. As well as you could see Karma with the backup on the shield, buffing the movement speed, there's nowhere that can get away if they're caught alone.
The problem is that Monkeys doesn't have any sort of armor right now, and that's why he's going to get easily taken out by Yume. He needs to get at least a chain vest to be able to withstand the barrage that's going to come from that Zed.
Now H, I suppose, they need to drag this game on, but at the same time though, I'm not sure how well they will scale against Tristana overall, because they had to Stand United, the shield from Karma is just too much for them to take down Tristana, especially Tristana's range at the end of the game is just too far for anyone to reach, and the free buzzer shot to make sure that whoever dies on the her is pushed back.
Right, the thing is also, they're going to try to go for the catch here. Exo could be in trouble. They missed the grab there, and XXM will get caught out by Kaigu. The damage is insane.
Yes, the chunk of damage from Karma. It's going to be very hard for KLH to deal with at this point of time, and you may be doing what a good Zed does, just keep pushing and trying to assassinate someone whenever they appear. And here we see Marcus coming out, we go all in. No, he's going to wait for his ultimate to finish, and then go back in most probably when Monkey's making a mistake.
Right. Meanwhile, Mineski is putting pressure at the bottom lane as well. They're getting good damage down there. Tainted One wants to go for that hook, but he can't find it now. Yume may get caught out here. He's going to get jammed. Just sandwiched in between the two of them. In comes the Shen. Oh, will he be able to survive? The death mark goes in, but it's not enough for him to survive.
I'm not sure why he don't use his Blade of Rune King though. He could have survived until Shen arrived with that.
I think he could have as well. Oh, nice hook there from Tainted Ones. Gets the play as well. The crescendo on Wallens gets him really low. Wallens might go down here, but he gets away, but he goes down with the Buster Shot. Now it's XXF who's in trouble. EXO jumps in with the Buster Shot. Where will XXF land? He lands right in the death zone. EXO finishes him off.
With the shield and shield, EXO is free to do whatever he pleases. And he coming from the side.
Nice, good, yeah. All the way from the mid lane. Mineski is looking strong this game. They're 12-4 right now. I think their late game is pretty solid as well. They might not have Rise, but they've got Tristana, whose range, like you said, scales very well.
So here we will see Mineski pick up the Dragon as well. Going to further push themselves ahead in this game. And I think they're free to do Baron as well when they are ready. The item difference though is going to power up slowly with this coming. And Yume once again just sticking up top to push the lane down. And there's nothing much Kelly can do at this point of time to stop him.
Right, let's have a look at where that gold is sitting here on the side of Mineski. A lot of that gold is sitting on Yume, who's right now at 7.2k. Whereas on the side of the Kuala Lumpur Hunters, a lot of that gold is on their mid laner. And in fact, Wallens is very, very poor right now. He's at 5,000 gold. Not doing well as an 80 carry. That's going to be a bit worrying for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
For Kuala Lumpur Hunters, they really take this really slow to try and do as much poke as possible to do damage, but with Karma's the movement speed boost with the shield, it's like a free shredder, especially if you use the mantra together for the team. It's going to be very hard for them to back off, especially since I suppose their abilities are more of engaging to dive in with trash or their non-release.
Right. It's a little bit worrying here for KLH. They're starting to get further and further behind. They're going to try to pick up this mid lane. They got some wombo combo potential with the Orianna there, but it's kind of weird to have Orianna when your team doesn't have an initiator that jumps in. Good damage there onto EXO.
Yeah, so they need to be very careful. If Kaigo decides to charge in, it's going to be very easy for his team to catch on to them. Both things taking it slow. Mineski just making sure when they go all in, they secure a few kills and be able to secure the objective before on. Here we will see though, you may dodge the cocoon and he will be just safe and sound.
Wow, that was scary for him. He almost got caught out. Now Snoy leading the charge. They've got a lot of split pushes here.
And wow, with that we will see a free tower go on to Mineski. There's nothing much Kailash can do about it since they're very far away in terms of the overall goal. They just need to defend the inner turret of the base.
Right, but I don't know. Their late game potential doesn't seem to match up to what Mineski has. So they can't do what SGS did, which was play safe and try to come back in the late game because they don't have a late game.
Yes, currently going on. It's going to be a very dire situation for Kailash.
They're going to get Wallens caught in it. A beautiful, beautiful shockwave there. They're going to try to get Wallens though. Yume goes in right onto him, picks up that kill. Snoy comes in with a Stand United, and now it's going to be a slaughter. Kuala Lumpur Hunters just getting slaughtered here.
And this is another tower going on to Mineski. And it's the 6th tower of the game for them, and Kuala Lumpur Hunters has been unable to pick up any towers or even cross the river at this point of time.
Right. Absolutely no towers here for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Snoy going to start tanking up that Baron. They want to pick this up. It might be a bit dangerous. XXF is going to come over. He's got the repel. He could use his spiders to check over the wall if he knows how to use that little trick. Oh, they're going to try. Where is he going to go? Is he going to land on the same spot? He lands on the same spot. Baron is going to start to get really low here. Monkeys and Goldens are going to come in. XXF gets squished. Baron is still alive. Monkeys, where is he going? He gets taken out by EXO. And the Baron will go to Mineski.
With them all very low, but no one to be the cleanup crew for the side of the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Right. Oriana is definitely not a cleanup artist. Neither is Elise. They should not have been the one doing that. I mean, they shouldn't have actually just gone straight in. They could have tried to poke.
Take their time, do some damage before going all in onto them.
Right.
With that, finally Yume goes back to base and he picks up the Mercury Dress, Hex Drinker and Last Whispers all together, and that is a chunk of damage. And on the side of Former Hunters, no one has any armor yet, and Yume is going to be able to freely burst or kill anyone in a one-on-one situation.
They've got armor.
Okay,
just that 20 armor from
from Emblem of Valor. Just that 30 armor.
That's gonna be it. So yeah, you're right. They're gonna get squished. They have the Seeker's Arm Guard, but nothing that's gonna be able to withstand what Zed's gonna be able to do.
On the side of Kaigo, he is going for more cooldown reduction build, as you mentioned. He has the Spectral Ray as well as the Iron Locust Derby, and he has bought.
Oh no, Monkeys could be in trouble here. Is he gonna get caught out? Oh, he's been spotted. Yume goes in with a death mark. That is it. Monkeys is not gonna survive that damage.
That chunk of damage.
Where is the armor, Monkeys? Where is the armor? Not one bit of armor at all on the team.
Yes. I mean, he should have not. He has stopped completing the Archangel stuff and let's move on into
just pick up one chain vest.
Yes, one chain vest.
That would help you survive infinitely more. I mean, not anymore because they've got Last Whisper on Yume, but initially it would have helped out.
Look at that.
And they caught Tainted Ones. Tainted Ones will go down here.
And wow, this is going to be a 5-on-3 situation. Even though Monkey is coming up, he doesn't have a Summoners or Ultimate up and ready yet. There's nothing much they can do. And EXO is just really pushing the bottom lane. And this just might be Inhibitor going down soon.
Right, it's a complete and utter split push here from the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Not enough initiation power on KLH to catch anyone out. Really, the only initiator that they have is Rise, but they've caught onto EXO. EXO gets in there. He's jumping in. Tristana just jumps right into the fight. XXF is in trouble. Snoy is going to be in trouble as well. The Crescendo comes in. Tainted Ones will go down. And that is just going to be a massacre.
Oh, Tainted Ones just revived and died on the spot. Few steps away from the fountain. Sounds so great. And this, as you mentioned, is not going to be a summary technique, but an all-in technique coming from EXO with the shared ultimate ready. He just jump back right into the battle. And that was a great combination coming off on the side of Mineski. Persona the fall, the Crescendo if anything goes wrong, as well as Kaigo with the shield. There's nothing much.
Oh, they got the taunt. Snoy got the taunt on XXF. They're going to get that damage down onto Monkey. XXF and Monkey just disappear off the map. It's almost as if they didn't exist. Now that Nexus turret is going to go down as well. The second one is looking pretty poor here as well. I don't think that the Kuala Lumpur Hunters are going to be able to defend against this. PG is just taunting the opponent. True Shot Barrage manages to snag that kill. But the rest of the team is going to pick up the Nexus. And it does look like Mineski will move on in the losers bracket.
This will be Mineski taking the win away from the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. And a great gameplay, especially with Karma being brought out in the jungle.
Right.
Fantastic match.
Just really nicely played. That Karma was controlling the match throughout. I think Kaigo was always at the right spots.
Yes, at the right time. Like, every time XSF came in for the dive, Kaigo was like, okay, coming in for the shield and securing the kill for his team.
Right.
Always there at the correct time. Especially even the bottom lane secure the double kill. They wanted to get the double kill, but they couldn't turn it into an advantage. They were still being pushed back by Sona as well as Tristana. It just didn't work out so well for them.
Right, I think they allowed Tristana to get a few too many hits early on as well. Tristana at level 1 has crappy range. Why was Ezreal letting Tristana poke her when she has short range at level 1? He should have been replying with some mystic shots or auto attacks of his own. But he was just letting Tristana dominate him from the start, which should not have been happening.
So, for the side of Compounders, I think they had a sound strategy in with a lot of APs, which could do high burst and potential damage.
Right.
But when the ganks came out and the laning phase, it just didn't go out so well for them to do anything. Like Kaigo was there to stop them in their tracks whenever something was happening.
The Oriana pickup is questionable as well. Who is she supposed to send the ball to and get the wombo combo off of? There's no Jarvan, there's no Lee Sin, there's no Malphite. What were they thinking with Oriana? Just doesn't seem to fit in with the team. And that's going to be it. Mineski moves on. Kuala Lumpur Hunters will be knocked out. The next match that we have up will be Mineski going up against the Saigon Jokers. We'll be seeing that in a bit. We'll be right back for the Season 3 qualifiers in Southeast Asia. See you guys in a bit.